Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sami P. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support so far. Today we're going to review Ready to Love episode 5. So we're going to go ahead and straight jump in. So we're back where we left at episode 4. We have AP and Precious that are called in the beginning of the line. They were selected because those are the two ladies that the man wants to eliminate. Demetrius is explaining to each ladies why he thinks that they should be eliminated. He tells AP that he believes that she's not over her husband's death and that she's not ready to date. And he's telling Precious that she's too much of a party girl and none of the men are interested in being with someone that way. They then decided to eliminate AP, and AP is shocked. She does not understand how they've decided that she is not ready to date because she seems like to not be over her husband. Here is the thing, AP. Every time you talk to a new man, you were always talking about the death of your husband. And I understand that it's a very important part of your life, and that is the reason why you're here in the show to date. But sometimes if you may talk about it too much, it may make you look like you're not over it, and that's probably what the men thought of the situation. Then we have the singles. They're eating and giving all the compliments to Eric. Eric's loving it, he's doing his little advertisement. I mean, that was great placement. I mean, he's a personal chef, so he has to be able to show that he can cook. So I thought that was very smart of him. And everybody is giving him compliment. The Kia is like, Eric and I, we have a connection, but I told him that I really like shrimp pasta, and he cooked some shrimp pasta. So I'm going to say that it's because he paid attention when I told him that I wanted to eat some shrimp pasta. So yeah, the Kia is happy about her shrimp pasta. And then we see Clifton being a gentleman. He actually served Carmen. I thought that was such a good attention. And I'm like, yeah, Clifton has some good qualities to him, And the part of me is like, Clifton, are you liking Carmen? Is there some competition with Joy? Then all the singles are mingling and everything, and then we are Mr. Laverne talking about, do y'all want to play truth or dare? And the fellas are trying to not show that they're excited. And they're like, yeah, why not? And we see some of the ladies making face, and finally they all agree to play truth or dare. Tina is being asked to touch the chest of the man that she's the most interested in, that she has the most connection with. And Mrs. Tina just walk around and pass on Wiley and go directly to P.O. and touches P.O.'s chest. P.O. is proud, he's smiling, he's so happy. Wiley is pissed. I feel so bad for Wiley. I'm like, they went on that date and it seems like it went nice and everything, and he probably was thinking that Tina was for him, and Tina was like, nope, I like them a little older. And P.O. is like, Wiley knows what I'm talking about, when we're talking about liking them a little bit older. I felt so bad for Wiley because it has nothing to do with age, Wiley seems to actually be very mature. He just didn't find someone he has a connection with. You have Joy, and Joy chooses Dare, and she is there to go and kiss the man that she feels that she has the most connection with. So we have Miss Joy running away to Clifton and giving him a nice kiss, and she's like, yeah, I give him a kiss, and everybody felt that kiss, and Clifton felt that kiss, and I put all my might in that kiss. I'm like, okay, Joy, I'm happy you got your kiss. Carmen is pissed, and she's talking about she's curious, she's surprised that Joy ended up kissing Clifton. I'm like, girl, I know you're new, but you're not that new. They both made it obvious that they have a connection with each other. So I don't know why you're pissed, and I don't know why you're surprised, but you probably need to be a little bit more observant, Miss Carmen. You have Miss Carmen, and Miss Carmen is being asked truth or dare, and she chooses truth. So the Kia is asking her, do you really have a connection with the gentlemen that are here, or do you feel forced to make a decision because of the gentlemen that are available? And she's like, no, there are a couple, or one or two men that I have a connections with an S with. Okay, Miss Carmen, letting us know. And we have Miss Sabrina. Sabrina is asking truth or dare, and she chooses dare, and they're asking her to go nimble on the man that she's the most interested with. And Miss Sabrina is slowly making her way to Demetrius, and she nibbles in the ear of Demetrius. Everybody is shocked because they thought that Sabrina was having a connection with Tori. So everybody is shocked. They're like, what? Like, when did that happen? And Tori is not looking happy, he's looking surprised, and yeah, this is not. And Mr. Demetrius is being asked to kiss the person that he has the most connection with anywhere. And Mr. Demetrius is being very direct, and he goes and kisses Sabrina. So that's the nail on the coffin for Tori. Tori's like, I'm done, man. Like, what? I felt bad for Tori because Demetrius been taking his time to really observe and everything, and he made this connection, but Tori really likes Sabrina, and we can see he gave her the cupcakes and stuff. So I felt bad for him, but I mean, it's a competition, you know, so may the best win, right? Ends with the singles, you know, toasting, and we have Mr. Demetrius that is suddenly being a little bit more vocal, talking about this is the time now to, you know, make sure that you have a connection, and if you don't have one, to find one and make sure that connection are building, and they are all toasting to that. Next scene is a group date. We have Joy, Clifton, the Kia. We have Precious, not the Kia, and the other guys, and they're going to like a place and where they have to be a little bit of taking a little bit more risk. We can see Mr. Wiley. Mr. Wiley is struggling. You see Joy. Joy is making sexual suggestion all the time. She's talking to Precious about, you know, getting on those balls and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, Joy has been making a lot of like sexual suggestion throughout the show, and her and Clifton seems like they've been bonding on that. So it's pretty funny. Then we have Demetrius and Precious talking, and Precious is telling Demetrius that she really is interested in Demetrius and that she's just more than a party girl. And she wants to be able to show that to Demetrius, and she wants Demetrius to give her another opportunity to show him that she's more than a party girl. And Demetrius is saying that he doesn't think that Precious is being genuine, that he thinks that she's only saying that because she was almost eliminated. So yeah, we'll see. We have Wiley and Joy, and we see Wiley is flirting with Joy, and they're talking, and Joy is telling him like, if you want something more from me, you have to tell me. If you want to build a connection, you have to let me know, you know what I mean? And she's telling us in the confessional that Wiley is a very nice man and he's very good at flirting, but he doesn't go beyond that. And yeah, he's telling her, I got you. And a part of me feels like Wiley seems to like a very nice actually guy. Like, out of all the guy, he seems very calm, cool, collected. He likes to flirt a little bit, but a part of me is thinking maybe he has not met a girl that really made him want to like dig a little bit deeper than the flirtation. That's what I'm thinking. And he's also feeling the vibes from the other lady, you know. Tommy told him that a lot of them felt that he was young and all that. So if you hear that, you know, part of you is probably not going to feel like you need to try that much if the ladies already have an opinion of you. Next, we have Sabrina and Tori. They're going on a date. You know, they have a lot to unpack. You know, Tori, that he saw Sabrina and she was getting kissed by Demetrius, and she made a choice to go and nibbles with Demetrius, labeling him as a strongest connection. So they're talking, and Tori is explaining to Sabrina that he's feeling a little bit blindsided by Sabrina. He was really thinking that they were building something together, and they were really working on that. They've been talking to each other, they've been going on several dates, and now he's surprised that she chooses Demetrius. And now Sabrina is telling him basically that she has been interested in Demetrius, but it was a little bit hard for her. She doesn't think it would have been good for her to tell him that, oh yeah, you know, there's someone else. And a part of me understands Sabrina, because at the time, as the spectator, we could see that Sabrina was interested in Demetrius, but Demetrius has not said anything yet. Demetrius was just chilling. He didn't say who he was interested in until that day. So for Sabrina, she ended up being excited that the guy that she had, you know, secretly an eye on had eyes on her. So I put myself in her shoes, and I understand why she didn't say anything to Tori. So Tori is telling her that going forward, he would like to know, he would like for Sabrina to communicate with him. And Sabrina is telling him, yeah, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to communicate with you a little bit more. It was just very difficult. It was just difficult for me to let you know that I had a connection with Demetrius because at the time I was interested in him, but I didn't say to anybody. So yeah, so they agree, the conversation ends up being well, and Tori decides that he still wants to give a chance to Sabrina. He's not an all in all out type of person. He understands that she's trying to build more connection and that maybe he should do the same. And he said that in the confession, he said that maybe he's going to need to take a step back and try to talk to other people. And I'm like, that's smart of you, If she's gonna talk to other people, Tori, you should also try and talk to other ladies. There are other ladies here that I'm pretty sure you get along with really well and can try to see if there's more to just being friends with. We have Mrs. Carmen. She has a date with P.O. and she's telling her she's looking really good because she wants to make an entrance from Mr. P.O. And yeah, Carmen is sexy, man. She has so much sex appeal. She has a beautiful body. She has a beautiful aura. Like, she's very, very attractive, very sexy lady. So when P.O. is seeing her, he's like, whoa, yeah, wow, she's beautiful, And then they go on the date and they're talking and asking each other questions, what they're looking about, and like what their pet peeves are. And P.O. is telling Carmen that one of his pet peeves is people that are not ambitious. He wants to be with an ambitious person that wants to work hard, and that's great because Carmen is the same. So they have a lot of things that they have in common. And then Carmen is P.O. is being so goofy and he's asking Carmen if she wants to eat his pickle, and she's like, are you gonna feed me? And he's like, okay. And then he feeds her, and then Carmen is giving him all those googly eyes, and she's taking on. I mean, the lady is sexy. Like, she has sex appeal. That one, you cannot take that away from Carmen. And yeah, so they're getting along really well. And I wanted to just make a point to say that you see the difference with P.O. I feel like P.O. is the type of man, when he's not interested in you, he's going to ask you all those odd questions. Like, it's like a mathematic exercise, a math exercise, but when he's into you, it seems also smooth. Like, I see a difference in P.O. because at the beginning, that was not how it was. And now you can see with the ladies he's genuinely attracted to how smooth things goes. Next, we have Tina and Donovan. So Tina is new, as you all know, and she goes on a date with Donovan. She wants to get to know him a little bit better because when she saw him at the pool party, she got very interested in him. So they get to know each other, they're talking, and they're sharing food, they're liking each other, they have a lot in common. They both have daughters that are Gemini, so they go and talk about the astrological signs and how their daughter does, and they're vibing. We see Donovan is smiling, he's really liking what he sees, and he's telling Tina that what he's looking for in a woman is a woman that's beautiful inside and outside. And I'm like, yeah, Donovan seems the type of man that is big onto the physical attraction, physical appeal. And obviously, Tina is a beautiful woman and seems to be to his taste. So yeah, and then she's also telling him the type of man that she's looking for. And it seems like they're in agreement. They're liking each other. The date goes well. So we'll see what happens next. We have another group date. We have Tina, we have Ace, we have the Kia, we have Laverne, we have Tori. And they are talking. They're at, I think they're at a lounge. And everybody is talking to everybody. We have Tori talking with the Kia, and he's kind of like going back on what happened and how he wants to move forward with that, and saying that he's kind of like stepping back a little bit when it comes to Sabrina, and he wants to be able to explore if there's any other lady that he has a connection with. Then we have Miss Ace that we haven't seen a lot of in the past 2 episodes. I really like Ace and the energy that she brings, and we see her with Laverne. And this time around, Laverne is actually like, touching her. They're talking. And I feel like Laverne's aura was more calm. It feels like Ace has a very good effect on him. And he's telling Ace he's really interested in her. He wants to see where that can lead. And Ace is like surprised, but she's liking it. She's pleasantly surprised. And she's telling us that, yeah, she really likes Laverne, and she also has a connection with Tori. So, she wants to go from there and see what's out there for her, but definitely we see the connection. I saw the connection between Laverne and Ace, and Laverne that always seemed a little bit more tense this time around, it was very calm. It seemed very cool and very, touchy with her. So that was cute to see. We'll see. Well, let me know what y'all think of Laverne and Ace. I like it. I think they could work. We have Tina and Laverne that never really get to talk to each other, so they're talking, and Tina is letting us know that Laverne is not really a speed. He looks really good. He's a very good looking man, but he's not really a speed, so she's gonna pass on that. Now have the ladies, they're in the ladies lounge, they are coming looking beautiful, and they're basically recapping what happened to Tony whenever he left them at the pool party after the elimination. They're letting him know about who their preferences are, and Tommy is shocked about Sabrina now going with Demetrius and saying that he is her strongest connection. Everybody is giving their opinion on who they're liking, and then they're giving their opinion on who they're not liking. And when that happens, two names comes out a lot. The first name is Laverne, and the second name is Wiley. So they're explaining that Wiley has not been able to make a genuine connection with any of the ladies, and sometimes for Laverne, it seems to be like he retreats to himself, so they're not really sure what he's about. So both gentlemen are then going on a date. Wiley is going with the Kia and Laverne is going with Precious, and they get to talk. The Kia is explaining to Wiley why that she feels that he's been having difficulties having genuine connection with the ladies, and we have Precious being, I think, a little bit harsh with Laverne and telling him what she's thinking, and I'm like, what happened? Like, why is Precious so hard on him? I don't know. Like, I would like to know during the reunion what is the problem, what is Precious' problem with Laverne. So yeah, they do end up talking, and Precious is telling Laverne that he is still ready to love, and the Kia is telling Wiley that he is not ready to love. And Wiley, I feel bad for Wiley. I feel like this cast is a little bit older, and Wiley didn't really have a chance to meet younger ladies around his age. So maybe that didn't play in his favor. But I feel like out of all the men, he was really level-headed. He had a really nice aura. He was always trying to get to know the ladies, always trying to spark conversation. He had a very cool attitude too. I really liked Wiley. In general, he seems like a nice guy. So I hope that he's going to get to meet someone. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I will be seeing you for episode 6 next week. Please, if you're not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe. I'm going to give more content like this, and I'm planning on also having more lifestyle type of content, home decor, among other things. So please do not forget to subscribe. And thank you all so much for those of you that did watch the video until the end. Thank you and bye.